Majority of trains running on most routes. In fact, the company claimed to actually save money during a strike on fuel and leasing costs, and unprofitable trains are cancelled.
With all other train operating companies in Great Britain, the RMT's call for the 5-day strike is a serious escalation in their long-running dispute with ScotRail. With both sides standing firm, it seems there's little hope of it being settled before November the 26th.
Football's ruling body FIFA has told the Scotland team they must replay their World Cup qualifier against Estonia. It seemed the Scots had been awarded a walkover after the opposition failed to turn up for last month's match. Scotland, who play Sweden in another World Cup tie on Sunday, are asking why a Swede, FIFA President Lennart Johansson, was so closely involved in today's decision. Emergency telephone arrangements have been put in place in the south side of Glasgow after a telephone exchange was broken into by vandals who set fire to essential cables. Morag Kinneborough reports.
As the clean-up operation began, detectives were trying to trace the culprits. Vandals set fire to the basement of the telephone exchange building, damaging cables including those carrying 999 calls.
Fire was started sometime last evening. It was started with, it would appear to be with the papers in the cable area of the exchange.
British Telecom engineers have been working non-stop trying to repair the damage, which is estimated to cost several £100,000.
At the height of the incident, about 6,000 people would have been without phone service, or they would have been experiencing problems at least. We think that as the work goes on to repair the damage, that as many as 13,000 people in total might be affected.
It could take several days before all the phones are reconnected. Businesses are already considering seeking compensation for loss of trade.
An armed attacker has pleaded guilty to raping 2 young girls who were camping in a back garden in Peterhead. 35-year-old Brian Geddes also admitted abducting them, then subjecting the girls to further sexual assaults. That's it tonight. Good night.
Good evening to you. It's going to stay pretty cold and showery now for the next 3 or 4 days. Now today we saw bright sunshine at opposite ends of the country, quite prolonged sunshine too for Aberdeen and Dundee and Bournemouth down here in southern England. All those 3 places actually measuring virtually 8 hours of sunshine, but there was a slow-moving band of rain, heavy showers, lying across central parts of the country around the middle of the day. Well, that band is now clearing away from southeast England. This bump of high pressure means a fairly clear, frosty night to come across many parts of the country. Enhanced showers, though, coming in from the Atlantic as that system rattles into western parts during the second half of Friday morning. Well, the showers then fading away pretty rapidly, clearing the skies inland. The showers keeping going around these northern and western coasts in particular. Some quite heavy ones and still some hail and snow in the showers over northern and western Scotland. A few mist and fog patches perhaps developing over central and eastern parts following early evening showers. But it's the frost that's the main thing tonight, with temperatures again down to about -4 perhaps in the glens of Scotland. A touch of frost right the way down towards southern England, but onshore breezes in the west and close to southern England keeping temperatures a few degrees above freezing. It all means a nice bright start tomorrow, plenty of blue sky around, but already the showers gathering here in the west, and some pretty heavy ones are going to be too, blustery ones as the wind picks up from the southwest, and you'll find prolonged showers moving northeast across the country during the day. I think the worst of the weather probably across Scotland and Northern Ireland for a time, just a few showers getting into central and then eastern parts of England during the second half of the afternoon. Well, temperatures very much the same as they were on Thursday, actually about 9 to 11 degrees. Not exciting, but even so in the sunshine, perhaps not feeling all that bad. But the chilly winds keeping going right into the weekend. There'll always be a weakness down here to the southwest. We'll find cloud and rain spilling in from time to time, so we'll need to keep an eye on that in the forecast for the next few days. Now, as far as Saturday morning is concerned, well, some rain down in the extreme south of England first thing. That should clear away fairly quickly. Then it's a mixture of sunshine and showers everywhere, with the more widespread showers always likely to be across northern and western Scotland on Saturday and again on Sunday.
Even our greatest and most revered institutions are mixtures of good and bad. Even police officers are, as we shall see, not completely infallible.
I think I've dislocated my trouser furniture. I have gone undercover.
Well, that should fool them.
The Thin Blue Line returns with a brand new series next Thursday at 9:35 on BBC One.
Bring them in and lock them up. Lock them all up. Lock everyone up!
More of the best bits from They Think It's All Over in 45 minutes. First on BBC One, it very nearly was all over for Eddie, and it's had a profound effect in the concluding part of The Last Shout.
Yeah, I got a writer in here who's got a pitch I think you ought to hear. I think it's fact.
Everything you've ever wanted to know about getting away with murder and getting on in the movie business. Robert Altman presents Tim Robbins as The Player.
Shouldn't you talk to somebody about this?
What?
These postcards, you've gotten 5 in 2 weeks.
7, actually.
Griffin, why don't you just talk to studio security?
Now you're acting like someone who's guilty. You're not guilty, are you?
The Player, tomorrow at 10:20 on BBC Two.
Friday nights with Vic and Bob and Alan. And 50s throwback Mark Lamar.
They call me Mr. Bombastic, fantastic.
There's no need to shop around for your festive entertainment.
Gobble a week of gobble!
Right, bring on the biggest Christmas cracker in the world.
Christmas Shooting Stars. And Knowing Me, Knowing You. Tomorrow from 9 on BBC Two.
The BBC 100 season continues in 10 minutes. Gary Cooper plays a reformed outlaw forced to return to a life of crime in Man of the West. First on BBC Two, magical moments revisited in a compilation of tricks on 2.
Any card you like, except that one. No, take it, Chris, take it. Okay, sign your name on the card. Tell me when you're happy. All right, Chris Akabusi, brilliant. Sign the card, get rid of the pen, don't need the pen. All right, now what I'm going to do is actually, first of all, ask you to look inside this little card box here. Have a look inside the card box. Is there anything inside the box? Nothing at all, okay. I'll put these cards inside there, and on top of that, I'll actually place the card you signed inside the box, which is in fact the 10 of spades. Now what I'd like to do is, first of all, put the lid on the box for me. Check that you're happy that the lid is on the box. There's no slits in the box at all in any way. Are you confident about that? Are you happy?
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
Place the box onto your left hand. Just come forward here, like so. There. Now the idea is to get the sign card nice and flat, to get the sign card from the box, all right, to come out and appear back in the deck. That'd be a good trick, wouldn't it?
Big trick.
You'd be really impressed.
Super impressed.
Would you?
Hugely
What would you
impressed.
do? No, don't.
I'll give you a kiss.
All right. Oh. Now watch. Did you feel it go?
No.
Have a look.
Oh, gosh.
The reason it's not there, it's actually under your watch.
Incredible stuff.
Chris Akabusi.
That's magic.
On trick on 2.
Oh!
You could have chosen any 4 of a kind that you wished, and you chose the 4 jacks. All right. All right. Now what I'm going to do is show you how magicians do their tricks. And most magicians do their tricks by palming. So I'm going to teach you how to palm these 3 jacks one at a time. All right. Now watch very closely. You take the jack like this, and you just palm it. Now as soon as it's palmed, it becomes invisible. But if you look very closely, you can actually see it. Okay.
Yeah, oh yes.
Fine, great. Just put a finger there. Okay. That leaves us with 2. So over here we now have the 2 blackjacks. And obviously on the table we should have the 2 red jacks. Now I'll show you that palm again in case you didn't quite get it. Okay, now watch very closely. Okay, we just take the card and palm it. As soon as it's palmed, it becomes invisible. I'll give you a tip, John. When you do this, keep your fingers together. If you open your fingers like that, they'll see the card between your fingers, right?
I'll remember.
Okay,
I'll remember.
so keep those fingers tightly together. 3. Okay, so that leaves us finally with the jack of clubs. And over here we should have the other 3 jacks. So you remember the name of the last jack?
Clubs.
Clubs. You just won first prize, a burial at sea with a woman of your choice. Okay, the last one is the jack of clubs. We'll leave it here. And here are the other 3. Okay, would you just like to hold out your hand for me, please? Put your other hand on top, hold them tightly together. If we just take the jack of clubs, it should just vanish, and if you just lift up your hand for me, please, there should be the jack of clubs has joined the jack of spades, jack of hearts, and the jack of diamonds.
Marvellous.
Top class.
I'm going to take your card here and give it its own individual mark, its own signature, just like this, okay? Now I want Tony to keep this piece for me in a safe pocket.
Fine.
Okay, keep it locked away. In your wallet, Tony. So watch very carefully. Sorry. Look, I'm going to take the card right in front of you, tear the card like this.
Yeah.
And like this. That card has definitely been torn, would you agree?
Yes, torn.
So watch, take the paperclip for me and just clip the pieces onto the paperclip. You can see the card's been torn, yeah?
Yes. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so watch very carefully. I'm going to try and restore these right in front of your eyes, okay, these pieces. Watch very, very carefully. Just place the fuse paper on my hand there for me. Just on top of the hand. That's how I like it. Watch, just like the fuse. Just here, to the dangerous part.
Yeah.
Woo! See, watch carefully, you see. The paperclip remains, the pieces have vanished. Have I touched the box? The box has been on the table all the time.
No, you never touched the box.
Haven't gone near the box?
No.
Would you be slightly surprised if the pieces are in the box?
I'd be amazed.
Okay,
Yes.
watch very carefully. If you answer this question, I'll show you a miracle.
Yeah.
Can you see the word icicle on the card box?
Icicle.
Icicle.
No. Oh, I see.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, I can see. I can
If
see
you cover
icicle.
B, you can
Oh,
see
yes,
the word
yeah.
icicle.
Yes,
Now watch. If I open the box very, very slowly, inside the box, there's a block of ice. Okay?
Yeah.
And inside the ice,
No.
there's a card. Now, that could be any card.
But it
It'd be
won't
so
be.
much more impressive if it was your card. So watch very carefully. Inside the ice, you can see the Three of Hearts. Now, you've got the piece, Tony, haven't
Yes,
you?
I have.
Take
Okay.
the piece for me. This is why I carry an ice pick with me. Watch very carefully. This is the messy part of the trick. Look. Tony, match the corner.
Yes.
Does that match perfectly?
It does.
Oh, wow.
100%.
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Incredible. Thank you. Thank you.
Well done.
Now, it's a free choice of any of these cards, but the strange thing is, everybody called Angela picks the 9 of spades. You don't believe me, do you? I can tell. Just take one, though, any card, your choice. Remove it. Show everybody that card. The 9 of spades.
Right.
How did I know you were going to pick that card? A lot of people think that maybe it's a whole pack of 9 of spades. But they're not. They are all different. Very strange, but watch closely as I take your 9 of spades, place it into the pack. Now you can see it sticking out. Very, very slowly push it into the pack, very carefully. And when you turn over the top card, it's your 9 of spades. Look, I'll try it again. With the 9 going into the middle of the pack, once again, you can see it sticking out. I'll leave it there for a moment. I want to show you another card. This is the 10 of diamonds. Now, I'm going to give you the 10 of diamonds, and I want you to put your hand on it. Watch the 9 of spades. It goes through your hand, giving me the 10 of diamonds. And under your hand now, my card, the 9 of spades.